Fiber. An essential part of your diet that doesn't get as much attention as it needs. Fiber plays a large part in controlling weight and blood pressure. The American Heart Association recommends 25 grams per day, but most people don't get half that. Fiber can help prevent diseases such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, colon cancer, and heart disease. There are two main types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Soluble turns into a gel and absorbs water. Insoluble helps speed nutrients through the stomach. If your goal is weight loss, then we need to focus on soluble fiber. Think of soluble as a sponge. The carbs you eat have to pass through the sponge before being digested. This slows down the absorption rate, which in turn helps to control weight. Let's say you eat something with 10 grams of fiber but 5 grams is soluble. You would take out 5 grams because 5 grams of carbs will be absorbed by the fiber. It's like eating 5 grams instead of 10. Soluble fiber also helps to control blood sugar, which indirectly helps to prevent type 2 diabetes, which is another positive benefit. Then we have insoluble fiber, which can be seen as roughage with no sponge to suck up nutrients. It actually helps to expedite them and move things along. A few high-soluble fiber foods include oatmeal, nuts, lentils, psyllium husk, blueberries, black beans, and my favorite, flax seeds. Insoluble foods include brown rice, whole wheat bread, couscous, pears, and cruciferous vegetables. Remember, if it comes from a plant, it has fiber in it. Fiber also helps to reduce cholesterol, which is excellent for heart support, so don't forget this important nutrient when planning your meals. When talking about sodium, most people think about the type of table salt we put in our food to help add flavor. Salt indeed adds flavor, and also has the benefit of preserving food since bacteria cannot grow in its presence. However, too much salt can be damaging for your health. The FDA recommends no more than 2 grams a day, but the lower the better. We just need about half a gram to function properly. Too much salt will cause the body to use up water to help dilute it from the system. This makes the kidneys and heart work harder since it requires more blood to be pumped. Blood pressure might also be raised. This increases the risk of stroke, and negative cognitive functions such as memory loss and problem solving. The two common types of sodium are sea salt and table salt. Sea salt comes from saltwater sources like saltwater lakes and oceans. They have minimal processing and generally have more flavor and minerals than table salt. Table salt comes from salt deposits that are mined. They usually have a few more steps in the processing method, which leads to less minerals arriving on your plate. Whichever you choose, limit adding salt to your foods, and stay away from fast foods and most packaged dishes. Stick to fresh, and check the label. Everyone knows about carbs. They provide energy, regulate blood sugar, and they taste good. Another selling point is that they are the most cost-effective macro percent. A cup of noodles is about 20 cents. But that doesn't mean it's the highest quality for you. Carbs for a marathon runner are much more different than carbs for an office worker. If you are working out more than 60 minutes, then you will need a complex carb, since they will provide sustainable energy. If you are going for high explosive movements, then a simple carb would be better. What is the difference? Complex carbs have similarities to soluble fiber since all the nutrients aren't processed at once. They are digested slowly. Simple carbs spike blood sugar, which causes an insulin release. You might want this if you're going to perform short burst exercises, but it is not ideal in other situations. Which is better for fat loss? That's right. Slow digesting. Complex carb foods include oats, chickpeas, brown rice, most beans and grains, and green veggies. Fast digesting include sugary foods, cereal, cakes, cookies, and most sweet foods. To lose weight, we need to cut out simple carbs since most of the time they're packed with sugar and little minerals. A once-a-week treat is good to keep off cravings. Complex carbs should be kept to a limit as well if fat loss is your goal. They should account for 55% of your diet. They should be eaten early in your day too. Let's say you go to bed at midnight, your last carb meal should be at 5. This gives your body enough time to process the carbs and burn them off. If you eat too many carbs, and they are not burned off as energy, then they will be stored as fat. The remainder of your meals should be protein and good fats. Don't think of fat as making you gain weight. Fats are actually more difficult to be stored on the body since they are burned off quicker than carbs. There are 3 types of fat that we should be aware of: trans fat, saturated fat, and unsaturated fat. Trans fats are the worst and should be avoided at all costs. High levels can be toxic and cause long-term health problems like heart disease and stroke. Foods that are high in trans fats are fast foods, deep fryer foods, donuts, some frozen foods, and lower-cost pastries. They have no nutritional value and little positive effect on your health. Trans fat is a derivative of hydrogenated oil, which is found in many fast food oils, and some packaged foods. The good news is the FDA banned trans fat from foods as of 2018, but small amounts may still be found in food. Be on the lookout for anything that has partially hydrogenated as one of the ingredients on the label. That's how you can tell if there are trans fats in them. Saturated fats are found in foods like fatty pieces of beef, chicken, meats, whole milk and cheese, butter, and palm oil. Too much saturated fat can cause cholesterol buildup, and raise LDL levels, your bad cholesterol. High LDL can cause heart disease, so moderating levels is important. Unsaturated fats are the best choice. You can tell they are unsaturated if at room temperature they are liquid, and not that pasty goo stuff. These fats help raise HDL, the good fats, which help to prevent heart disease. You can find these in olive oil, salmon, almonds, tuna, and chia seeds. Unsaturated fats are excellent because they are used as energy faster than carbs, which makes them difficult to be stored as fat. That's why keto works well in losing weight. The beast of nutrition. The main macronutrient in muscle building and muscle recovery. Protein is found in pretty much every part of the body. It consists of 20 amino acids which each plays their part in daily function. Protein also helps in repairing cells, keeping skin smooth, hair strong, and muscles firm. It also helps in energy production, and aids in balancing mental functions, just to name a few. Protein can also help you lose weight by filling you up, as well as boosting your metabolism. Another great thing about protein is that it's very difficult to get stored as fat since all of the molecules are divided into different parts of the body to do work. So how much protein should you have per day? It is recommended that the average person should take in 0.8 grams per day. However, if you're active, I recommend taking in 1 gram per lean body mass, not total weight. So if you weigh 180 pounds but have 110 pounds of lean body mass, then 110 grams should be sufficient. This is because you want to feed the muscle and help it functioning optimally by delivering it quality protein, but some of the protein will go to other functions, not just muscle. That's why I recommend eating at least a gram to help compensate for the offset. When choosing protein, make sure your sources are high quality. Protein from a greasy burger is worse than protein from grilled chicken breast. High-quality protein sources include poultry, lean beef, sirloin, salmon, ground turkey, peas, lentils, tofu, and quinoa. Try to have some protein with every meal, and you will feel the benefits long-term. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for updates on new videos.